So much happened at the San Diego Comic-Con International for Cartoon Network, and I'm gonna cover the stuff that I found out. Heyo, ALPHAJ here, and this sounds like something out of a fan fiction, right? A crossover with Garnet, Ben 10, Raven, and KO? Like, all it's missing is a few gender-bent characters, a ship that makes no sense, and a few grammatical errors, but no, this is actually going to be a thing. So Cartoon Network's PR account tweeted out on July 1st, 2018, an epic crossover event with KO from, I'm not gonna say all the hashtags, Raven, Garnet, and Ben 10 coming this fall. That's insane! Especially considering that this will be coming out soon. This is all the info we know, and I don't believe I'll be making a follow-up video. If we get more, I'll just review the actual crossover. I know a lot of people in the community seem to be crossing out Ben and Raven for obvious reasons, but what really sold the crossover for me was the endorsement from Ian Jones-Quartey, creator of OKKO. He compared this to the Grim Adventures of K&D, another crossover which came out in 2007. Now this seems so cool, and it's funny how Teen Titans Go got into this, because when it comes to that show, Cartoon Network generally doesn't talk about it too much on its Twitter accounts. It does seem like Teen Titans Go is that popular kid who's isolated, but it gets special treatment regardless. I wouldn't count this out, and I actually think the dynamic could work. KO is very optimistic, and maybe it'll bounce off of the reboot Raven's pessimism. They're all supernatural in their own way, so maybe we'll get some power moves. Honestly, I think we need stuff like this, considering that Gumball and Adventure Time are coming to an end, officially closing that golden chapter that helped out Cartoon Network. Since we're already on the topic, Adventure Time's finale has been announced. I actually covered the Minecraft special very lightly in speculation, not review, on the first Cast-Toon. I believe it was the first episode. And truth be told, I was more of a regular show guy than Adventure Time. I feel like both shows really handled romance quite annoyingly, but overall, regular show was like the cooler, older version of what Adventure Time wanted to do. I also have a lot of catching up to do, which is why you haven't seen me talk about it once. Mark your calendars, because Adventure Time is going to end September 3rd, 2018, this being confirmed at a panel at the Comic-Con. This would be after so many months of no episodes, with the latest one being March 18th earlier this year. They actually have been airing episodes in sets of 4 for season 10, but this last of the 4 is not going to be 4 separate episodes. It's going to be a 4-part finale under one episode titled Come Along With Me. This is probably great and sad news for big Adventure Time fans, but getting 10 seasons is nothing to sneeze at. I probably won't be covering it or the show anytime soon until I catch up, which realistically within a few months, no, that's not gonna happen, but I will keep you guys informed through my community tab if any of my peers decide to pick up the task. We also had a closer glimpse of Infinity Train with an added short based off of Cartoon Network's Twitter. Now, I've talked about the show before in this video here, but in the short, spoiler alert, we see that it gives more clues as to how Tulip's life was before and after this mysterious event happened that led her into the world of Infinity Train. Honestly, the short was kind of above average. It didn't blow me away necessarily, but it did create interest, so I suppose the goal of the short was attained, at least for me. If anything, I was really impressed with the music composition. Whoever was inspired by the synth-heavy music of the 80s needs a raise, because I love it. Shot-wise, the shot combined with the music revealing the number was actually pretty cool. The short didn't really give me much info beyond that, besides a picture of Tulip's parents, a throwback to those old screensavers, and a number that isn't the same as the one in the initial pilot. The logo for Infinity Train also changed, and I do enjoy this one a lot. I'm not 100% sure if this is the final logo, but if it is, I like it. It seems pretty cool. The show is set to come still in 2019, but I am excited to see that we at least get something. It has been the most hyped pilot in a long time, and I do think that the show will do well, provided Cartoon Network doesn't mighty magic towards it. I can also confirm from the creator, Owen Dennis, that Atticus, the corgi with a very regal sort of attitude and voice, who is often ignorant of very common things, because cute dog, will be a main character in the full show. Definitely will cover the show, no questions there. I'm very excited to see what comes. We also saw a snippet of Victor and Valentino. Cartoon Network also posted this on their Twitter. The short seems to follow this duo and this fox, whom I researched is named, well, I don't know. But the action in it seems pretty great. Also notice I never covered, mainly because I didn't know of the pilot, but if I see tons of support in the comments below from people who want me to cover it, I'll definitely do it, possibly closer to its debut. The short, spoiler alert, should know this by now, had a lot of action in it, and it really seemed to keep the comedy interwoven with a nice sense of pacing and staging. This shouldn't be new, as the creator also worked on shows like OKKO. It's actually neat how that little tree sort of developed in the new shows. Fun fact, a lot of those creators actually started out on Flapjack, and that led into shows like Gravity Falls, Adventure Time, Steven Universe, OKKO, among others. I definitely enjoy that we're getting more than your average stock fantasy cartoon, which I feel is becoming a crutch leading into 2019. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but the last Mexican-inspired cartoon that grew a massive following that wasn't for preschool kids or toddlers or whatever was El Tigre, right? So I definitely am looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to what the duo bring to the table. I'm looking forward to how diverse this cartoon is going to be in comparison to other shows, and it's set to debut sometime in late 2018. Lastly, we have the Steven Universe movie announced. When you look at 2D animated movies, Hey Arnold, SpongeBob, The Loud House, Teen Titans Go, Invader Zim, we definitely see a supply for the definite demand of 2D animated movies. Granted, some of these movies are TV films and not a feature-length film set out for theaters. The Steven Universe movie is most likely a TV movie. Considering the wording that Cartoon Network put out on its teaser clip, if it's coming out on Cartoon Network, I would consider it to be a TV movie. Nonetheless, tons of Steven Universe fans are excited and should be, as the show recently has been making incredible moves, and yes, I'm talking about The Wedding. Now, admittedly, I do not watch nor cover the show too much, but I am interested in seeing what a TV movie from one of the most vocal shows on a network can do, which means that I'm obviously going to have to catch up. I still think, and I am pushing for a Gumball movie, considering that Ben, the creator himself, said that he had at least 2 ideas for a movie, but not to be the salty girlfriend watching her best friend's boyfriend get her a car and then look at her own boyfriend in jealousy. I'm happy for Steven Universe. I'm happy for the community, and I'll be covering more as it comes out, and I'll be making attempts to catch up like I said. Who knows, maybe a few reviews will spawn out of me catching up. That's all the stuff I wanted to cover from the San Diego Comic-Con International. This is not all of the stuff that happened there, but this is a lot of the major events. Now, out of the 5 things that I talked about, what are you the most excited for? And more importantly, what do you want me to cover further so I can make sure to give you guys what you want? Let me know in the comments down below, and special thanks to the patrons of July. And if you want to support me and what I do, check out my Patreon for more info. It's in the pinned comment. Until then, social medias and the video for requests is in the description below. And until next time, Alpha out.